Okay, so good day everyone. My name is Farhana Abdillah. Today I will be discussing to you or explain the chapter 1, the communication in 21st century. Now let's start. Okay, introduction. According to James Humes, the art of communication is the language of leadership. The art of communication is a language of leadership. It is very true because if you have the art of communication, then probably you have the leadership of language. It is a mistake to believe that communication is a simple process. Why? It is because communication has a lot of hindrance to overcome the noise, everything that will be able to abstract the message to the listener. Okay, so next is the effective communication can bridge peace, spark revolutions, and effect change government. Okay, so effective communication can bridge peace, spark revolutions, and effect change government. Okay, so the very good example of this is the Sparkly Island, where the two countries, the Philippines and the China, were trying to discuss who will be the first owner of this Sparkly Island. So that will be effective communications will take place. Okay, the second one is the spark revolutions. Okay, the very good example of this is the time of Andres Bonifacio, where he lead the Filipinos to fight against the Spaniard. Okay, the third is the effect change in the government. Okay, if someone who in the positions and he command skills, probably it communications, it probably could affect the government. Okay, however, to communicate properly, one cannot simply try express oneself and leave understanding to faith. Okay, so there are 4 considerations. Okay, so first is one must also learn how to organize one thought. So if you are trying to talk about organizing idea, so probably we are talking these introductions, the body and the conditions. Okay, second is the control one's emotion. So if you are trying to communicate with someone, so make sure that yourself is good conditions and especially in your emotions. Okay, so next is use one word to articulate concept and arguments. So if you are talking or explaining something, so probably you can make sure that you have the master of the concept and argument in discussions. Okay, so fourth is to express oneself in the best way possible. Okay, so you are expected to make your own experience, idea, and in a good way, and of course to make your idea organized. Okay, so the art of communication reflect the art of one's thinking. So how? It is because the word come out from our mouth is the result of owner thinking. Okay, according to James Berlin, 1982, one of the major proponents of the new rhetoric in the teaching writing, we are not simply offering training in the technical skills that is meant as a simple complement to the more important studies of other areas. Okay, so it is just in sign about his book, which is one of the major proponent of the new rhetoric. Okay, so language skills such as writing, reading, speaking, or listening are essential in communication. So if you are trying to express yourself either in writing, reading, listening, or speaking, so language skills is a must because we are dealing with the word. Language skills are tools that help us to analyze, critique, and negotiate with the word. So it is very understandable because if you are trying to master the language skills, probably you will be able to develop the analyze, creating, of course, the negotiating with the word. Okay. So construct idea and bring people to believe in one's visions. It is important to be able to communicate in an effective and articulate manners. So if you are trying to express or explaining something that is true or possible, so make sure that yourself would be able to communicate in effective way and articulate manners. So when you say articulate manners, you have the impact, of course, you are seem to be true. Everything that you are saying is very true. So if the topic or the issue is serious, then make sure that yourself is focused. So that this is the meaning of the articulate manner. Okay, one's communication skills can also bring about the success to one's personal and professional life. So okay, the example of this is the like Boy Abunda. Boy Abunda, he actually always seems the major host of the certain program in ABS-CBN. And that makes him successful. So if a person has good communication skills, so probably he could be able to be successful. Okay, to lead nations or corporations, communication skills are essential. So it is very true because you are commanding the people. So for example, you are boss or manager. So you can probably always supervise, and you are probably talking about the rules of the company. So you should have the first manner of communications. The last one is to work smoothly as a team. Communication is the indispensable. So working in a team, communication is very important to achieve the successful outcome of your work. Together with your teamwork, so probably communication is always there. That's all po. Thank you.